The story opens with a young man breaking into a women's dorm bathroom. But Jiangshan isn't a pervert. In his past life, a peeping creep once hid here, then assaulted the school's most admired girl while she was showering, driving her to take her own life in humiliation. Back then, Jiangshan had a chance to stop it, but cowardice held him back and turned everything into a tragedy. That moment became a lifelong demon haunting him. Carrying that guilt, he dropped out and enlisted in the military. Ruthless and fearless with his own life, he quickly rose to become a special forces captain, his teammates calling him Lone Wolf. But during a mission to capture a crime boss, he was betrayed by the teammate he trusted most. The entire squad was wiped out. On the brink of death, Jiangshan burned with regret. If he could live again, he'd slaughter every last one of those bastards. When he opened his eyes once more, he found himself reborn, 10 years earlier back in high school. And today was the turning point that would reshape his fate. Determined to make up for his past failure, Jiangshan stepped into the girls' bathroom and saw two girls wrapped in towels, whispering about a creep near the school gate. He claimed the academic building had a water outage and said he needed to grab some water. They allowed him in, warning him not to look around. Jiangshan nodded, but every nerve in his body tightened. When the clock hit 1:15 p.m., a girl suddenly screamed and bolted out of the bathroom. "Someone help! There's a pervert spying on girls showering." From the utility room window, Jiangshan looked out and once again spotted that all too familiar figure. The best way to deal with scum was simple: violence with violence. He swung the thermos in his hand, smashing it straight into the pervert. Boiling water splashed across the man's face, and he screamed in agony. "Who the hell was that? I'll kill you." Under the girl's stunned gazes, Jiangshan leapt forward, driving a kick straight at the man's head. The pervert was sent flying, slamming hard into the wall. What surprised Jiangshan was that even after taking that hit, the man staggered back to his feet. Looks like this body still needed a lot more training. The pervert then pulled out a short blade and lunged. Jiangshan sidestepped with practiced ease, clamped down on the man's knife hand, and the blade slipped free. In the next instant, he raised his left leg high and delivered a brutal high kick straight to the head. This time, the pervert was completely subdued, collapsing to the floor. But Jiangshan didn't stop. His fists kept coming, one after another. 10 years of rage and regret poured out, all of it unleashed onto this piece of trash, until a timid voice broke through. Hey, that's enough. You'll kill him if you keep going." Jiangshan looked up and saw a purple-haired girl standing nearby. She was the campus beauty who had once been ruined by a creep like this. Blushing, she turned her head aside and said softly, "I know you were helping, but don't keep staring at me. It's kind of embarrassing." Not long after, the police arrived and took the pervert away. An older officer studied Jiangshan and asked cautiously, "That joint lock technique, you've trained before, haven't you?" "That was professional." Jiangshan brushed it off casually, saying it was just flashy nonsense he picked up from TV. That immediately caught the older officer's interest. Skills like that weren't even taught to regular reconnaissance soldiers. As he spoke, the officer suddenly reached out toward Jiangshan's neck. "So what now? Would TV teach you how to handle this?" Jiangshan didn't react at all, only staring back with icy eyes. Then he spoke calmly, "A police officer using a chokehold on a civilian. Is that really appropriate?" The old officer broke out in a cold sweat and froze in place. Such killing intent. Just who exactly was this kid? At that moment, the rescued campus beauty tugged gently at the officer's sleeve. "Officer, please don't make things hard for him. I can testify. It was the pervert who pulled a knife first." When Jiangshan returned home, his mother already had a full table of food waiting. Hearing her familiar nagging, he lost control and pulled her into a tight embrace. His mother asked anxiously, "What's wrong? Did someone bully you outside?" There, don't cry." Sitting at the table, she still couldn't help worrying. "Son, you feel different today. Are you not feeling well? Or has school been too stressful lately? We don't expect you to become someone extraordinary. Just finish school. Then your dad can help you find a stable job." Listening to her rambling, warmth spread through Jiangshan's chest. After dinner, he lay back on his bed, savoring how much he missed student life, not having to worry about a bullet blowing his head apart. Ordinary people had to struggle just to hold on to simple happiness. Yet villains could destroy it with ease. Given a second life, Jiangshan would change this kind of world. He wouldn't leave behind a single regret. The next day at school, even the security guard gave him a thumbs up. Upperclassmen who once looked down on him now whispered with newfound interest, "That's Jiangshan for class 15? Looking closer, he's kind of handsome." The way he fought yesterday was intense. The passing dean couldn't help praising him. Well done, Jiang Shan. The principal wants to award you. Even that left him speechless. He never expected saving someone to cause such a stir. Would his class be the same? Sure enough, before he even reached the classroom, he heard students buzzing with chatter. When he got to his seat, his deskmate blurted out admiringly, "Shanzi, those moves yesterday were insane, like Chong Wei beating Lai Fu." Jiang Shan laughed. "Wanting to teach you." The guy's eyes lit up. "For real? Godfather." Their exchange made the class monitor in the front row visibly annoyed, but he muttered, "All that over a little fight?" Acting like he won a medal. Then he marched over and snapped, "Jiang Shan, why didn't you turn in last night's English homework?" Jiang Shan handed it over casually, muttering, "Didn't know collecting homework required the class monitor in person. That must be important." To his surprise, the monitor tore the assignment to pieces right there. He said coldly, "This doesn't count. Rewrite the English homework. Now." Jiang Shan's deskmate immediately spoke up. "Yang Tianli, are you out of your mind? Why tear up Shanzi's homework?" One of the class monitor's lackeys sneered. "Then have him rewrite it 10 times. It better be done before school's out." The deskmate jumped to his feet. "You're clearly just picking a fight." The lackey crossed his arms and barked, "Shut up. When the class monitor's talking, who let a little monkey like you butt in?" As the tension was about to explode, Jiang Shan raised a hand to stop his deskmate. "I'll rewrite the homework, but you owe an apology." The class monitor laughed it off. "Apologize for what?" Jiang Shan flicked the notebook aside and said coldly, "For that rotten spine of yours." The words instantly ignited the lackey's fury. He swung his fist straight at Jiang Shan. Jiang Shan dodged effortlessly, but a girl who just walked by was suddenly in danger. Seeing the punch about to land, Jiang Shan rushed forward and yanked her out of the way. Even so, her nose was grazed. Jiang Shan's expression darkened. "You've crossed the line. Hands that hurt innocent people don't deserve to stay intact." Before the words even finished, he had the lackey in a joint lock. With a sharp crack, the man's arm snapped. The class monitor's face twisted. He grabbed a stool and swung it at Jiang Shan. Jiang Shan had already seen it coming. He turned and locked the class monitor's neck. His fist followed immediately. A furious shout cut through the chaos. "What do you think you're doing? Have you all lost your minds?" The discipline director roared. "Jiang Shan, you enjoy hitting people now? Do you think this school belongs to you?" The rescued girl stepped forward. "Director, it was Han Chong-ho." "Enough," the director snapped. "Everyone shut up. Jiang Shan, come with me to the office." The class monitor stood to the side, smiling smugly. In the discipline office, the director said sternly, "You shouldn't have confronted Yang Tianli head-on." Jiang Shan shot back. "So when he targets me, I'm supposed to just swallow it?" The director sighed. "His father's a high-ranking official. Even the principal won't cross him. You'll be the one who suffers. I get youthful hot blood, but sometimes you have to endure. That's enough. Go back and write a self-criticism. Behave from now on." Back in class, Jiang Shan was greeted by thunderous cheers. "Hero. Well done. That was insane. So satisfying." The pink-haired girl he saved approached him and whispered, "Thank you, Jiang Shan." He replied politely, "I'm glad you're okay." The sight made the lackey grind his teeth in rage. That bastard gets all the spotlight again. He leaned toward young Tianli and muttered, "Boss, are we really letting this go? If I grab a few guys to block him after school, I don't believe he can take 10 at once." The class monitor waved it off, saying there was no need. He'd just been impulsive earlier. Thinking it through calmly, worshipping brute force was nothing but the behavior of lower life forms. This world ran on rules. Only those who knew how to use them could rise above and dominate everything. With that, he called his father's secretary. "Uncle Zhao, I have a question for you. If I wanted to send someone to juvenile detention, what would be the proper way to do it?" Just then, Lin Shi, the girl Jiang Shan had saved, found him. "Thank you for what happened yesterday. Are you free tonight? This is my father's business card. He wants to thank you in person." When Jiang Shan saw the name and the words Eastern Theater Command, his pupils shrank. Lin Jinbong? Him? Lin Jinbong was the youngest major general in the military, a leading figure among the reformist hardliners, though rumors said he later withdrew from the center of power. Jiang Shan accepted the card and said solemnly, "Eliminating evil is a duty. Please tell Chief Lin there's no need to trouble himself." With that, he returned to class. The moment he sat down, his deskmate asked eagerly, "Jiang Shan, what did Lin Shi want?" He brushed it off. "Her dad wants me as a live-in son-in-law." Satisfied, the deskmate scoffed. "You're right." At that moment, the class monitor walked up. "Jiang Shan, the principal wants you in his office." Now, the instant Jiang Shan entered, the principal pointed at him and roared, "If Han Chong dies, You're a murderer. Jiang Shan glanced at the medical report in his hand and sneered. Skull fracture? The ink on this printout isn't even dry yet. The principal slammed the desk. You dare question a hospital-issued report? Jiang Shan knew perfectly well. This was Yang Tianli pulling strings. He hadn't touched Han Chang's head at all. There was no way a fracture existed. Seeing Jiang Shan silent, the principal bellowed again. Speak. It's all written in black and white. Are you trying to? Then I'll go visit Han Chang at the hospital right now. Jiang Shan cut in. Let's see whether I injured him or you failed your duty. Principal, I suggest you stay out of this. What makes you so sure Yang Tianli's father can cover the sky with one hand? The blunt challenge left the principal speechless. He clearly hadn't expected such sharpness. Just then, two officers burst in. Jiang Shan, you're suspected of intentional assault. Come with us. Yang Tianli followed behind, sneering. Playing games with me? Can you afford it? Goodbye, Jiang Shan. Jiang Shan chuckled. Relax, class monitor Yang. This show's only just begun. In the interrogation room, an officer slammed a confession form onto the table. Sign it. Now, he barked. Explain why you tried to kill a classmate. Jiang Shan replied coolly. Instead of grilling me, why don't you check Han Chang's transfer records? You're the one being interrogated, the officer snapped. Jiang Shan's expression hardened. Then until my lawyer arrives, I'm not saying a word. He glanced at the camera and smiled faintly. By the way, the recording isn't on, is it? You don't even have a warrant. Your uniforms are sloppy, no ID shown, procedures full of holes, interrogation amateur at best. And the police department hired the likes of you two? Real dragons among men. The two officers panicked, whispering, Who is this kid? How does he know police protocol so well? Jiang Shan said calmly, Get your superior. At least someone who understands rules. A voice answered from the doorway. The police chief, Dong Li, stepped in smiling. Young man, rules aren't meant for everyone. You just happen to offend the wrong people. Come on, sign the confession. We'll try to shave 3 years off your sentence. Jiang Shan laughed. Kissing Yang Tianli's father's ass that hard. I'm guessing you're only an acting chief, right? That desperate to climb? But the higher you climb without scruples, the harder you fall. With all that weight, you'll be a mess when you hit the ground. The words struck home. Dong Li exploded. Shut your mouth. As he spoke, he grabbed Jiang Shan by the collar and snarled, You mouthy little bastard. Do you really think I wouldn't pull some strings on you? Before he could finish, an officer at the door interrupted. Chief, you have a call. It's from the theater command headquarters. Jiang Shan said calmly. It's fine, Chief. Go ahead and take it. I'll wait. The words hit instantly. Why would headquarters call a time like this? Could it be because of this kid? Seeing him hesitate, Jiang Shan sneered. What, don't want to answer? Left with no choice, the chief picked up the phone, only to be ordered to release Jiang Shan immediately. He tried to argue, but before a word could leave his mouth, the caller kicked open the office door. I hate dealing with you bureaucratic types. Nothing but twists and turns. The man who entered was He Changshan, a staff officer under Lin Jinbao. The chief panicked. You can't just barge in like this. This violates procedure. He Changshan cut him off by pulling a handgun and pressing it to his forehead. The chief instantly lost his nerve, forcing a smile as he hurriedly led He Changshan to the interrogation room. The kid's right here, completely unharmed. He Changshan demanded coldly. If there's no problem, why was he arrested? You've got guts, detaining someone from Colonel Lin's side. The chief laughed nervously. A misunderstanding. All of it. Jiang Shan watched the farce quietly, thinking to himself, late but just in time. Before going to the principal's office, he had already handed Lin Jinbang's card to his deskmate, telling him to make the call if he didn't come back. Thinking about it now, Jiang Shan couldn't help but feel relieved. If he hadn't been cautious, Yang Tianli would have had him dead to rights. He Changshan pulled out a document and said flatly, Here's the proper paperwork you wanted. Sign it and release him. The chief accepted it with a grin, already calculating. The Yang family had kicked a steel plate this time. The Lin family had eyes and hands everywhere in the capital. And this kid, backed by the military, was no ordinary figure. Bridges needed mending, fast. On the way back, He Changshan said, Jiang Shan, right? Thank you for saving our commander's daughter. Jiang Shan replied evenly. Uncle Lin saved me once too. We're even. He Changshan chuckled. That's not how it works. I heard from Shi'er that you've got skills. I'm curious. How good are we talking? As he spoke, he suddenly applied force. Jiang Shan met it head on. Looks like Uncle he wanted to test him. Without warning, He Changshan's other hand chopped toward Jiang Shan's face. Jiang Shan tilted his head aside and fired back a punch, only for it to be effortlessly avoided. The two exchanged several moves in the cramped back seat, leaving the soldiers in the front pale with fear. Then one of them shouted, "Sir, there's a checkpoint inspection ahead." The fight stopped instantly. Jiang Shan exhaled. "Good thing we weren't spotted. I really don't want to write a report." Jiang Shan tensed out of habit, then remembered he wasn't in the military anymore and relaxed. Upon arriving at the base, Jiang Shan told Jiang Shan to go upstairs alone to meet Lin Jinbao. After Jiang Shan walked off, Jiang Shan rubbed his burning shoulder and muttered, "Is that kid a freak? His close quarters combat is insane." A nearby soldier snickered. "Sir, did you get shown up?" Jiang Shan snapped back. "Get lost. Bring me some medicated oil. Now." Jiang Shan soon reached Lin Jinbao's office. Lin Jinbao lifted his teacup and said gravely, "Lin, she's my only daughter. If not for you, I would have lost her. I owe you my life." Jiang Shan replied politely, "You're too kind, sir. Doing the right thing needs no thanks." Lin Jinbao clearly appreciated his courage and decisiveness. He then handed over a classified file. Inside was evidence of Vice District Chief Yang's disciplinary violations. Lin Jinbao said firmly, "You were wrong today. But don't worry, Yang and his son won't stay arrogant much longer." That triggered a sudden realization in Jiang Shan. In his previous life, Yang Tianli's father had been arrested around this exact time. Nearly 6 million in illicit funds vanished then, only to be discovered by chance in 2024 at Yang's abandoned property. Seeing Jiang Shan deep in thought, Lin Jinbao asked, "What's on your mind, Jiang?" Jiang Shan chuckled. "I was thinking, what if Vice District Chief Yang's house suddenly got robbed?" At 3 in the morning the next day, Jiang Shan changed into black and slipped out quietly. 30 minutes later, he was already at the perimeter of the Yang family villa, cameras everywhere. He eventually found a blind spot. He hit the timer, then vaulted the wall and entered with practiced ease. He remembered the news only said the money was hidden in some decorative container in the yard. No exact location. The fountain that was still running at night caught his attention. As Jiang Shan approached it, a guard suddenly shouted, "Who's there?" The flashlight swept past, revealing nothing but a white cat standing quietly. After the guard left, Jiang Shan climbed out of the fountain, soaked to the bone, holding a heavy bag of cash. Lucky, turns out the money was hidden in a box at the bottom of the fountain. No wonder it was never seized. Still, 6 million was more than expected. His backpack definitely wouldn't hold it all. He scanned the area, spotted a handcart ahead, loaded the cash onto it, and pushed it away. What to do with it? Real estate? Crypto? In this era, investing in the internet didn't sound bad either. Just then, a car drove past him. It slammed on the brakes and stopped right in front of him. A drunk Yang Tianli stumbled out, yelling, "Enjoy prison, Jiang Shan. Trash like you belongs in a dumpster." He kicked the cart as he spoke. Then he froze, realizing the cart wasn't full of garbage, but cash. Confusion flooded his face. Am I wasted? Why is there money on the street? By then, Jiang Shan had already slipped behind him. The next second, a clean chop. Yang Tianli dropped unconscious. Jiang Shan said coldly, "Before calling others trash, take a piss and look at yourself. Underage, no license, drunk driving. You're a textbook rich brat, just like your old man. Both rotten to the core." Still not satisfied, Jiang Shan kicked him twice more. Then he pulled a kitchen knife from his bag. "Killing you isn't worth it, but giving you a makeover? That I can enjoy." With that thought, he lifted the boy's head. One clean motion, his hair was sliced off. Finished. Jiang Shan rubbed his aching neck and muttered, "All done. Didn't expect delicate work to be this tiring. Hope our dear class monitor likes his surprise in the morning." At dawn, his mother knocked on the door, calling him for breakfast. She kept muttering, "I'm going to the temple later. I don't know if we had a burglar or what last night." There was hair all over the kitchen knife, and the entryway floor was soaked. Where did all that water and hair even come from? I swear I heard people coming and going. "Son, do you think we got robbed or cursed?" She added from outside, "Did you stay up late again? I told you not to." Jiang Shan didn't answer, thinking to himself, what a waste his mom never became a scout. Meanwhile, at the Yang family villa, a security guard on his way to work spotted a drunk collapsed on the roadside and kicked him twice. Bad luck. "Wake up. Do you know whose turf this is?" Yang Tianli groggily lifted his head and snapped, "Who dares talk to me like that?" The guard froze when he saw his face. "Young master, why is it you?" Yang Tianli rubbed his throbbing head and cursed. "Why are you yelling this early? You're giving me a headache." Then he noticed something was off. His scalp felt prickly. Looking down, he saw his hair scattered all over the ground. He exploded. "Who did this? I'll have my dad kill you." He sprinted back toward the house, screaming, "I'll send you to jail. Your whole family can rot there with Jiang Shan." Bursting into the villa, he yelled, "Dad, I got bullied again. Find that bastard and have him shot." Instead, he crashed into a man and a woman escorting his father out, handcuffs gleaming. Yang Tianli lunged, grabbing his father's arm. "Let him go. I'll have you all sentenced to death." The man calmly showed his credentials. "Anti-Corruption Bureau. Your father is suspected of serious violations. Cooperate with the investigation." In that instant, Yang Tianli felt the sky collapse. His father looked at him helplessly and said only, "Tianli, this time, I can't protect you." At the same time, back at school, Jiang Shan's desk mate excitedly told him, "Did you hear? Yang Tianli's dad got arrested." Jiang Shan simply replied, "Oh." He remembered how many people had been dragged down by the scandal in his previous life. But this time, everything happened earlier. Perhaps the butterfly effect of rebirth had already begun to rewrite the timeline. For now, Jiang Shan had a more pressing concern. How should he spend the 6 million? Revenge was the goal, but building his own power to stand against Chun Xiao would take far more than that. He considered making some investments, like buying the building in front of him and renting it out. Then he shook his head with a self-mocking smile. Old habits die hard. His first instinct was still to become a landlord. Passing through an alley, he saw several thugs beating a man and couldn't help thinking how bad security was in the old district. He was about to wait it out and leave, when the man cried out, "I really don't have any money." Taking a closer look, Jiang Shan froze. It was Director Dong from the local police station, crushed by superiors, bullied by punks, pathetic. One of the thugs pulled out a steel pipe, snarling, "Old bastard, you won't cry until you see a coffin, huh?" Director Dong groaned and collapsed to the ground. Seeing him motionless, the thugs exchanged uneasy looks. No one was sure if he was dead. The one with the pipe raised it again, ready to finish the job. Just as it was about to come down, Jiang Shan moved. One step, and a single kick sent the thug flying. Director Dong looked up, shocked. "Ew, Jiang Shan." Jiang Shan smiled faintly. "We meet again, Director Dong. What happened? Office too comfortable. Had to come play rat in a gutter?" Director Dong flushed. "I was observing public sentiment. An undercover visit." Jiang Shan pulled him up, joking, "Come on. Getting beaten to this state. Your undercover act is pretty humble." Director Dong immediately tried to ingratiate himself. "How about this, Xiao Jiang? Take the civil service exam and join the police." Before he finished, Jiang Shan cut him off. "Don't joke. I've got something else to discuss." Director Dong nodded eagerly. Of course. The more I look at you, the more impressive you seem." In the car, he rambled on about young men being impulsive and reckless. Jiang Shan asked flatly, "Are you taking a jab at me?" Director Dong reacted instantly. "Of course not. You're a young hero. How could you be like them? If not for you today, I'd be enjoying full room and board at the hospital." Jiang Shan said seriously, "No empty talk. Security in the old district needs real cleanup, or it'll become a ticking time bomb." Director Dong smiled nervously. "Absolutely, urgent and necessary. But, Officer Lin's side," Jiang Shan replied calmly. "Uncle Lin has always cared about local safety. If you want to move up, Director Dong, undercover strolls won't cut it. You need real results." Jiang Shan shifted gears. "I've got a way to make money. Just need a partner I can trust." The eastern section of the old district is about to be redeveloped. Director Dong looked stunned. "You mean positioning ahead of time?" Jiang Shan warned. "Easy. Watch the road. Don't crash before the business even starts." Director Dong sighed. "That area takes more than connections. It takes a lot of capital." Jiang Shan replied, "That part's not your concern. I need my own man, someone who can handle problems and keep everything legal. You'll make a nice retirement fund on the side, Director Dong." Director Dong clenched his teeth and nodded. "If you trust me, I'll trust you. From now on, you're my nephew. Need something, say the word." Cut to the next morning. Jiang Shan was studying in the classroom. Suddenly, urgent knocking came from the door. Yang Tianli appeared with a rag wrapped around his head and walked up to him. The next second, he dropped to his knees. "Jiang Shan, I was wrong. I'm trash. I deserve it. Please, for the sake of being classmates, save my dad. You're the only one who can talk to the people upstairs. I'll do anything." He kept bowing his head. The rag slipped off, revealing a shiny bald head. The absurd sight sent the class into laughter. Someone joked, "What's this, class monitor Yang? Becoming a monk." Jiang Shan thought to himself, "Did he shave it all off because he didn't like my craftsmanship?" Jiang Shan stepped forward and said calmly, "Get up. A man doesn't kneel so easily. Crying here like this, what does it look like?" Yang Tianli froze. "You'll help me?" Jiang Shan replied coldly, "I never said that. Your dad was arrested according to the law. You know exactly what he did." Instead of pulling strings, you should cooperate with the investigation. Class is starting, move aside. Yang Tianli instantly dropped the pitiful act. As he left the classroom, his eyes turned vicious. In a low voice, he said, "Just wait, Jiangshan. What I've lost, you won't keep either." That night, voices murmured downstairs from Jiangshan's building. "Yang, do we really have to do it tonight? We got beaten up last night, still not healed. Boss and Fatty are still in the hospital." Yang Tianli snapped, "Shut up. Get everything ready." The two lit the Molotov cocktails, but hesitated. "Maybe we should drop it, Yang?" Scuffles are one thing. Arson is a serious felony. Yang Tianli's face darkened. Afraid of what? This'll be ruled an accidental fire. "Got it. Go. Burn it clean. Jiangshan, let you taste hell." Just as a thug was about to throw the Molotov, Jiangshan's voice rang out. "Class monitor Yang, not sleeping at this hour? Came to write poetry under my building." Yang Tianli froze. "Jiangshan, why are you here? Shouldn't you be asleep?" He snapped. "Damn it, both of you get him." They hesitated. "Yang, he was the one who beat us yesterday." Losing control, Yang roared, "Have I treated you all this time? Isn't this when you pay me back?" One thug stalled. "Let the punk hair guy go first. I've got a headache." The other pushed back. "Skinny, you first. Stop faking it." Jiangshan cut in coldly. "Why argue who goes first? You're all dead anyway." He dropped from the tree. One punch, straight into the punk's face. Blood sprayed. He went out cold. Furious, Yang ordered Skinny forward. Skinny broke into a sweat. He slapped his head. "Crap, I left the gas on. Good luck, Yang," and bolted. With his last lackey gone, Yang raised a Molotov in rage. Jiangshan was faster, one step in. His grip clamped down like iron. Yang felt his arm trapped. Realizing the gap, he begged, "Wait, I was joking. We're classmates." Jiangshan sneered. "Classmates? Then do me a favor. Be quiet." An uppercut launched Yang backward. "Shut up, don't wake my mom." The beating continued. 30 minutes later, patrol cars screamed in. The lead officer shouted, "Citizen report, illegal activity." Grabbed the shady bald one. Bruised and battered, Yang yelled, "Me? Are you blind?" He did everything. He even broke my leg. "Dong Li, you traitor. My dad groomed you." Director Dong scoffed. "Young Master Yang, looks like your father never taught you politics. Timing matters. Play with fire when you can't read the room, and you'll burn. Take him." The next day, Director Dong toured the redevelopment zone with Jiangshan. He complained, "Roads are trash. This dump, how could it make money?" Jiangshan glanced over. "Last life, 17 people here became multimillionaires." To reassure him, Jiangshan shared insider info. "This area is entering the satellite city expansion, future high-tech hub. Prices will surge. Compensation will multiply." Director Dong's eyes lit up. "You even know this? I picked the right partner." Jiangshan knew the truth. They were using each other. With Dong's help, he'd take a huge slice of the pie. They stopped at a bar marked urgent sale. The owner signed on the spot, 150,000, deal done. Director Dong looked around, puzzled. Location solid. Why sell so fast? The owner sighed. "My son racked up gambling debts. Collectors show up every day. If I don't pay, this building goes to them." Director Dong cursed under his breath. Useless kid. Jiangshan felt something was off. The timing was too perfect. Debt collection right before demolition? Too convenient. He asked, "Who does your son owe?" The owner said quietly, "Who else? Chun Jinhu. Tiger Chun." After a pause, he added, "It's strange. Supposedly debt collection, but he cares more about this place than the money. I sold to avoid trouble." Jiangshan had his answer. He motioned for Dong to secure the contract. Dong offered, "Want a drink before we go?" Jiangshan turned and walked out. No time to relax. Someone else was after the same slice. Chun Jinhu, the Night King of Jiang City for 20 years. His businesses spanned the city. Some called him Half-City Chun. Others said after midnight, the city answered to him. Dong asked uneasily, "Jiang? Chun Jinhu's a mad dog. If he locks onto the demolition. And I hear he's connected to a Chun family in the capital." The word Chun family made Jiangshan's pupils tighten. Memories from his last life surged. Killing intent rose. That bastard. Finally, a lead. Seeing Jiangshan chuckle, Dong asked, "You know the Chun family too?" Jiangshan snorted. "I know enough. You're right about one thing. Chun Jinhu's just a dog the Chins keep. If the dog reaches out, I'll cut off its paws." Director Dong, "Keep scooping up undervalued properties. I'll cover the money. Leave the rest to me." Jiangshan looked out the window. "This time, I'll collect interest first." Elsewhere, inside Tiger Chen's casino, Chun Jinhu exploded. "What? The old district bar got sniped. A subordinate stammered. Our watcher says the old man sold the place. Chun slammed his fist down. Outrageous. We set traps, drug him, and still got cut off. Useless. Find out who did it. The manager rushed in. Tiger, calm down. We're checking. Here's a photo. Looks like a student. With him, Dong Li. Chin's anger cooled slightly. Dong Cannon. He used to cling to the Yangs. Yang family fell. Why is he untouched? And this kid doesn't look like Underworld. Dong's a precinct chief. We don't clash head on. Investigate the student. 3 days. I want everything. Chun Jinhu turned to the subordinate who had just reported. As for you, pretty boy, take men and keep that bar under watch. I want to see their next move. If anything goes wrong again, I'll castrate you and send you off as a gigolo. That night, Jiang Shan brought his desk mate to Chun Jinhu's territory. The desk mate swallowed nervously. Shan, this is Chun Jinhu's turf. They say he's terrifying. Jiang Shan said calmly. Relax. Stick to the plan. Stay here. Don't move. Play on your phone. Time will fly. If there's risk, I'll take it. You still want that new game console or not? Hearing that, the desk mate nodded hard. Be careful. Jiang Shan waved him off. Hide well. Wait for my signal. He then headed alone to Tiger Chin's casino. He knocked on the sealed iron door. A service window slid open. Closed tonight. Please leave. Knowing the code, Jiang Shan replied evenly. Business depends on luck, doesn't it? The door opened immediately. Welcome. You look new, first time here. Sensing the probe, Jiang Shan scattered a fistful of cash. You recognize this, right? Show me what you've got. The server scooped up the money, all smiles, clapping his hands. Girls in bunny ear outfits appeared, giggling. Handsome guy, this way, please. Inside, a gambler begged. Lend me money to flip it back. My family will be homeless. The man beside him snapped. Get lost. Bad luck's your problem. Security, drag him out. A bunny girl whispered. He's cursed. No saving him. You though, you look lucky. Tonight's your night. Jiang Shan snorted. Gambling isn't about luck. She blinked. Then what is it? You work here, Jiang Shan said. You should know better than me. He turned to the counter. Exchange 100,000 in chips. The cashier handed them over. Good luck. Most people think luck matters most in gambling. In truth, it's psychological warfare, with tiny tricks mixed in. Jiang Shan sat at a 3-card brag table. The fat man beside him twitched his ears, facial muscles lifting. Strong hand. The long-haired man gave nothing away, but his pinky nail was too long, perfect for marking cards. The dealer asked, cards checked. Any raises? The fat man raised 5,000. Jiang Shan pushed in all 100,000. The fat man's heart jumped. An instant shove? This kid's holding monsters? Jiang Shan played dumb. Dealer, first time here. If your hand's big, you bet more, right? The dealer hesitated. You could say that. Jiang Shan exhaled. Good. That's a relief. The fat man and the long-haired man folded at once. The dealer announced, all right, by the rules, this round's chips go to the young man. Before we reshuffle, please reveal your cards. When the others saw Jiang Shan's hand, their faces twisted in rage. That's it? Super big? Mine was higher. I thought he had a flush at least. Damn it. We got baited. One more round. I'll win it back. Where'd that kid go? By then, Jiang Shan had already collected his chips and left the table. The same trick only works once. A bunny girl hurried over, smiling brightly. Wow, you won so much so fast. See? I told you you were lucky. Since I bring you luck, how about buying your big sister a drink? Pass, Jiang Shan replied flatly. I'm still a student, ma'am. The word ma'am hit her like lightning. Jiang Shan continued calmly. By the way, ma'am, any games here that move faster? She forced a smile, thought for a second, and pointed. If you want thrills, try that. In that direction, gamblers were shouting around the big, small dice table. Jiang Shan sat down, instantly catching the dice count by sound alone. The dealer set down the cup and called for bets. Jiang Shan pushed all his chips on a big. The cup opened big. The dealer's face changed. Impossible. He's not even wearing anything suspicious. Jiang Shan tapped the table. Hey, hurry up. Shake again. Not long after, he'd won another million plus in chips. In the surveillance room, Chun Jinhu roared. Who the hell is this guy? Does he think this place is a charity? Win and walk. No respect for rules. Call the Japanese woman. Around the table, gamblers stared at Jiang Shan's mountain of chips. Holy crap, millions? Is this guy a gambling god? I've never seen the house bleed like this. The dealer's dead meat. Boss might really sell him off. Amid the noise, a heavy door slammed open. 2 bodyguards escorted a woman out. She walked straight to the table and waved the dealer away. Her eyes settled on Jiang Shan. Jiang Shan looked back, a flicker of recognition surfacing. When a manager whispered her name, it hit him. Chiharu Noima? Wasn't she supposed to be in the Golden Triangle? In his previous life, they had first met in an izakaya in Shibuya. She loved his eyes, so they were sharp and focused like a wolf's. She once told him true dice listening meant feeling the dice breathe, reading muscle tension at its tiniest shift, like sensing her heartbeat. Now, as Chiharu Noima shook the dice, Jiang Shan closed his eyes, then snapped them open. He shoved every chip forward, all in. Triple. 3 threes. Her pupils shrank. This guy's insane. An Osane player made that bet. When she hesitated, Jiang Shan said calmly, Ms. Noima, open the cup. Jaw clenched, she lifted it. 3 threes. The manager broke into cold sweat. That's over 50 million with the multipliers. In the control room, Chun Jinhu exploded. Who the hell is smashing my joint? A lackey burst in. Boss, I got a clear look. The one wrecking the tables. It's the same student who bought the bar. Killing intent surged in Chun Jinhu's eyes. What? He buys my bar and takes my money too? Does he think there's no law? Chun Jinhu roared. Bow. Who grabbed the hardware and move. I'll dig up his ancestors and feed them to dogs. He stormed toward the front desk with his men. At the counter, Jiang Shan was cashing out while calling his desk mate Deng Jie, telling him it was time to cut the power. Chun Jinhu rushed in shouting, You little bastard! You smash my place and think you can walk out? I'll take your life. He swung a cleaver straight at Jiang Shan. Suddenly, the lights went out. The hall plunged into darkness. When the lights came back on, Chun Jinhu lay on the floor, eyes rolled back, unconscious. Jiang Shan picked up the cash and headed for the power room to find Deng Jie. A bunny girl blocked him. Looking for something handsome? Let me guess, you're looking to die. Jiang Shan glanced at her. Ma'am, move aside. I'm going home. The word ma'am hit her hard. She snapped at her men. Get him. No one walks out with the casino's money. 3 thugs surrounded him. Hand it over. We don't hold back. We'll be ashamed to ruin that pretty face. Jiang Shan sighed. He'd calculated everything, except offending a woman. She sneered. You didn't offend me. You offended Boss Hu. Jiang Shan rolled his shoulders. A rabbit working for a tiger. Just more trash. His presence surged. Save time. Come together. A buzzcut thug charged with a steel pipe. Jiang Shan caught his arm and punched him flying. The other 2 froze. .1 punch. Out cold? Jiang Shan asked calmly. One by one, or together? They hesitated, then rushed him at the same time. Jiang Shan smiled. That's better. He leapt, striking both heads midair. They collapsed instantly. The bunny girl broke into cold sweat and ran for the alley. Deng Jie appeared from behind. They had backup generators, he said. So I cut the whole street. Jiang Shan clicked his tongue in approval and left with him. Back at the casino, the bunny girl begged for help. The manager slapped her. You let him go and put on a show? Cameras caught everything. You 2 flirting all night, working together. She cried, no, I'm loyal to Boss Hu. The manager sneered. Doesn't matter. I just need someone to pay. Make her talk. Use creativity. I don't believe she doesn't know him. And so, she became the scapegoat. The next day in class, Jiang Shan quietly marked the old district on a map. Chun Jinhu was tied up for now. Old Dongside was moving smoothly, but greed was dangerous. Once demolition news spread, prices would soar and predators would swarm. Best to take profits and move. With his capital, the next step was forming a private security company and recruiting help. After all, there were several dangerous men out there who hated the Chun family. After school, Jiang Shan walked into the tutoring classroom with his head down. To his surprise, Lin Shi was there too. Earlier that day, the teacher had criticized his grades and ordered him to attend tutoring from now on. Jiang Shan assumed Lin Shi was also there to study, but she smiled and said, I'm actually the top student in the grade, so I'm the tutor. Before he could react, she grabbed his tie, leaned in close, and whispered, I came here especially for you, Jiang. So you'd better listen to your teacher. Her scent brushed his senses, and his cheeks heated instantly. Lin Shi laughed softly. Your ears are red. Your face too. So you're not as cold as you look. Jiang Shan turned away. Aren't we here to study? Let go, I can barely breathe. She released him with a grin. Relax. I won't pull your tie anymore. But your bangs are too long. I have a clip. Want me to fix it? As she leaned closer, Jiang Shan couldn't take it. He stepped back. No, let's just start the lesson. Inside, he scoffed at himself. He'd survived hellfire, yet a girl could make him nervous. Soon, the tutoring session ended. Lin Shi reminded him, review today's material. Otherwise, I'll give you special guidance. Jiang Shan instinctively stepped back. Got it. Don't stand so close. The words dimmed her expression. Jiangshan, do you dislike me? He frowned. Why would I? She pressed on. Is it just not dislike? Could it be more? Blushing, she said, because I like you. Jiangshan froze. What did you say? Then she took a breath. I'll say it again. I like you. Ever since the day you saved me. I've been trying to get your attention. She lowered her head shyly. Isn't that childish? What about you, Jiangshan? Do you feel anything for me? His heart stirred, but he forced himself to speak. I'm sorry, Lin Shi. We're destined to walk different paths. I don't want to drag you into mine. She hurried after him. If it's about grades, I can tutor you. Night fell over the Chun family villa. Chen Xiao swirled his wine. Uncle Hu, you've disappointed me. Chen Jinhu dropped to his knees, trembling. I'm sorry. That kid is abnormal. I don't even know how I got broken. Chen Xiao cut him off coldly. I don't care about the process. I want results. Those buildings are key logistics nodes. My father values them. Chen Jinhu kowtowed frantically. Yes, I'll get them back. Please give me another chance. Chen Xiao stepped closer, his voice icy. He smashed the wine glass onto the floor. Mess up again, and it won't be the glass that shatters. Get out. Clean it up. He poured himself another glass. A mocking glint crossed his eyes. Jiangshan? A nobody daring to oppose the Chun family. Interesting. I'll make sure you taste our methods. Outside, Chun Jinhu limped toward a luxury car, supported by his men. Jiangshan listened from the shadows. A bug had long been planted in the sole of Chun Jinhu's shoe. The moment he heard Chun Xiao, rage surged. Jinyu, the Chun family's only son. Jiangshan grabbed the door handle, ready to storm out. Then he stopped. Recklessness would only drag him down. Killing Chun would be too easy. Revenge demanded power, and patience that he had to calm down first. Taking a deep breath, Jiangshan forced the boiling rage back down and sat on the bed again. His eyes drifted to the cash by his feet. The startup capital was secured. Now he needed a force that answered to him alone. Only then could the Chun family be wiped out completely. The next day, Jiangshan showed up at the Eastern Theater shooting range. Jiangshan chuckled to a nearby soldier. Not bad. His stance is cleaner than yours. He walked over curious. You sure you're a high school kid? You look like someone who slipped out of special forces. The soldier bristled. Sir, you're hyping him too much. Fixed targets and sighting drills. This is like popping balloons at a fair. Jiangshan nodded. He's not wrong. Kind of basic. Can we spice it up? He turned to the soldier. Hey, Mr. Not Impressed. Mind tossing a shell casing for me? The soldier snapped. Who are you calling not impressed? Inside, he scoffed. Shooting a casing? Kid's dreaming. He hurled a shell casing high into the air. Jiangshan tracked its arc and fired in one smooth motion. The bullet smashed the casing midair. Both men froze. The soldier forced a laugh. Lucky shot. Jiangshan saw right through it. Jiangshan's temper flared. Not convinced? Do it again. I'll shoot with my eyes closed. Jiangshan waved it off. Who cares if he's convinced? I am. Kid, you're a walking gun god. You really never trained. Jiangshan scratched his head. I just shot balloons at amusement parks. Inside, he thought he might have overdone it. Jiangshan eyed him suspiciously. Balloons? I should bring my men there sometime. Jiangshan quickly changed the subject. Advisor I actually came for something serious. Jiangshan replied readily. As long as it's within bounds, I'll help. Jiangshan laid it out. I want to start a security company. Recruit veterans. Give top soldiers a place to use their skills, earn real pay, and keep their dignity. They bled and fought. They shouldn't be discarded by life. And a reliable force like that helps keep the area clean of rot. Jiangshan snorted. Big ideals for someone so young. Then he gave a thumbs up. All right, what do you need? Jiangshan answered seriously. Reliable recruitment channels and help with certifications. Jiangshan nodded. Licensing is on me. He wrote down an address. This is a retired sergeant's vet liaison. Solid men there. He handed over the paper. Go all in. If you build something real, come find me anytime. Jiangshan stared at the target ahead, cold amusement in his eyes. Xinyu, your nightmare has begun. With the address in hand, Jiangshan headed into a maze-like shantytown. He found a small repair shop run by a veteran. Inside, a burly man was fixing a washing machine. This was White Punk. Jiangshan introduced himself. Advisory sent me. I want to talk. I'm Jiangshan. White Punk didn't look up. I fix machines, not lives. Not interested. Jiangshan pressed on. I'm here to talk work. A job that changes your situation. White Peng's expression hardened. I don't care what your tie to Jiangshan is. If he sent you, you should know, money alone won't convince me. With that, Peng picked up a pair of chopsticks from the floor. He tossed one to Jiangshan. We settle this with these. Whoever drops their chopstick first loses. Jiangshan's eyes lit up. I'm in. They charged at each other at the same time. Jiangshan seized the opening, leaping forward and over Bai Peng's line of sight, driving his chopstick down in a sharp strike. Bai Peng reacted instantly, gripping his chopstick with both hands to block. The bamboo bent into an arc, on the verge of snapping. Jiangshan followed up with a right kick. Bai Peng retreated swiftly, narrowly avoiding it. Jiangshan landed smoothly and grinned. Defense is solid. How about offense? Bai Peng's eyes gleamed. Let's find out. His chopstick shot forward like a spear. Jiangshan ducked, snapping his leg up to strike Bai Peng's arm. The chopstick flew from Bai Peng's grip. At that moment, a young boy pushed the door open. Bro, I'm back. The teacher praised me today. Bai Peng's face drained of color. Xiao Fei move. The boy froze, stunned. Jiangshan sprinted toward him. Just as the chopstick was about to hit, Jiangshan caught it midair. Bai Peng rushed over. Are you okay, Xiao Fei? I'm fine. The boy beamed at Jiangshan. That brother was amazing, fast like lightning. Bro, who's stronger, you or him? Bai Peng fell silent for a moment. Then he invited Jiangshan inside. Seeing Jiangshan glance at the medicine on the table, Bai Peng explained quietly, that's all Xiao Fei's medicine. You're right, I need to change things. For him, talking doesn't mean I lost. If I hadn't panicked, I could have caught that chopstick. I'm with you because you saved him. I know the rules. My life's yours now. Tell me what you need. Jiangshan smiled. I'm not asking you to kill or burn anything. I'm building a company. I need a loyal team that can fight hard, and a blade that can train and lead them. Bai Peng, it's time to be drawn. He glanced at the discharge photo on the wall. That photo looks good, full of drive and hope. Bai Peng chuckled bitterly. Hope dies fast when you're begging for wages on construction sites. Scum don't care who they crush. He sighed. Enough. Boss, sit, have some tea. Jiangshan waved it off. No need. Just call me Jiangshan. Then he spoke from the heart. Doesn't it eat at you? Fighting for people who trample others' dignity. Men like you shouldn't be buried by life or bullied by trash. I want to build a place with dignity and belonging. Legit security and escort jobs to keep everyone fed. But when gangs prey on civilians, we become the fist. That's why I need you. The blade forged in war. Bai Peng's fighting spirit ignited. You trust me, I trust you. Where you point, I charge. They bumped fists, Jiangshan added. Handle things at home first. We'll deal with Xiao Fei's illness together. Wait for my call. As Jiangshan left the shantytown, he sensed someone tailing him. The tracking was amateurish. Chun Jinhua's people. He stepped toward the hiding spot. Still not giving up? Come out. Lin Shi, the school beauty, peeked out timidly. What do you mean not giving up? That's a bit harsh. Jiangshan never expected it to be her. You, he blurted out. Why are you following me? Lin Shi explained softly that he had skipped tutoring today, and as his tutor, she was responsible for him. She had been worried, so worried that she followed him all the way here. Jiangshan frowned. You're the one people should worry about. I told you, we're walking different paths. Why deal with this danger? Lin Shi refused to back down. How dangerous? More dangerous than knife-wielding thugs. Suddenly, her expression changed. Behind you, there's a car. A vehicle burst out of the alley, accelerating straight toward Jiangshan. Get out of the way, he shouted. But instead of retreating, Lin Shi rushed toward him. She shoved him aside with all her strength. The car scraped past her, sending her stumbling to the ground, injured. The van doors flew open, and a group of thugs jumped out, weapons in hand. Got some nerve, kid. You piss off Tiger Lord and still have time to flirt. D. Jiangshan's eyes went cold as he pulled Lin Shi behind him. The thugs roared and charged. Jiangshan's fist smashed into the leader, sending him flying. He dropped the second attacker just as fast. But in that instant, his back was exposed. Jiangshan, behind you! Lin Shi screamed. He spun around to see a bald man closing in, twin blades raised. This is bad. A gunshot cracked through the air. One blade flew from the bald man's hand, but a bullet was lodged deep in the steel. Panic flooded his face. Where the hell did that come from? A cold voice echoed from the rooftop. Try swinging a blade again in front of Miss Chun. The man in front raised a gun and threatened coldly. You've got two choices, get lost or die. Moments later, in the hospital corridor, Jiangshan clenched his fists, teeth grinding. Chinyu, if you dare touch her, I'll make you pay 100-fold. Just then, a nurse stepped out and asked, Is there any family here for the patient? Jiangshan rushed forward. How is she? The nurse explained calmly. Just minor external injuries and shock. She needs to stay overnight for observation. Are you a family member? Some admission paperwork needs to be handled. Jiangshan could only answer honestly. I'm just her classmate. At that moment, Lin Shi's father, Lin Jinbong, walked over. Jiang Shan was about to apologize when Lin Jinbong raised a hand and cut him off. Inside the ward, Lin Shi held her father's hand. "Dad, I'm really fine. The doctor said it's just superficial injuries. I slipped on my own. It has nothing to do with Jiang Shan. He protected me really well. By the way, Dad, the people with guns who chased those thugs away, they seem to know me. Were they from your unit?" Lin Jinbong sighed. "They're people from the family. Some things are more complicated than you realize. Don't worry. Leave everything to me. Get some rest. I'll come back tomorrow." After comforting his daughter, Lin Jinbong stepped out. Jiang Shan hurried up to apologize. Lin Jinbong's tone turned icy. "Apologies are meaningless. Jiang Shan, if you really want to make it right, go break the legs of the bastards who hurt my daughter." "Understood." Back home, Jiang Shan kept his surveillance headset on, monitoring every move on Chen Jinhua's side. He had originally hoped to overhear something about Chen Yu, but instead uncovered a far darker secret. They were involved in organ trafficking. Once his Special Forces security team was officially formed, Jiang Shan immediately launched investigations into missing persons. Yet the moment the word missing came up, the once polite neighbor's eyes began to dart away. Some changed the subject. Others simply showed them out. The reason was obvious. They were digging into the Chun family, the real power controlling Jiang City's underworld. Just the day before, Jiang Shan had spoken with director Dong Li, who said there had already been 7 or 8 reported missing cases around the old city in recent months, and far more unreported ones. Leads kept getting cut off. Jiang Shan strongly suspected it was tied to the Chun family's illegal operations. Suddenly, a man they had questioned earlier showed up, leading several thugs straight toward them. Jiang Shan wasn't surprised at all. This was their turf. Having lookouts everywhere was only natural. The thugs charged without a word. Before they could get close, Bai Peng stepped in and blocked them. A fat man lunged forward, yelling, "Human bowling ball!" In the next second, Bai Peng grabbed him by the head with one hand and smashed it straight into the ground. Seeing Bai Peng had some real skill, the scar-faced man barked, "You two, together! I'll handle this one." A blonde thug muttered, "He looks weak. Why'd you leave the weak one for yourself?" The scar-faced man snapped, "Shut up. Do you run things here, or do I?" Jiang Shan sneered, "If I'm so weak, then come hit me already. Can't beat me? How are you planning to survive on these streets?" The taunt worked. The scar-faced man roared and charged. Jiang Shan tightened his fist and threw a straight punch. The man went flying backward. Jiang Shan then shouted at the remaining 2, "We're not trying to blow this up. Don't overestimate yourselves. Pick those 2 up and get out." They nodded frantically and agreed on the spot. Bai Peng was confused, but Jiang Shan explained, it was all too real in a bigger fish. That night, after splitting from the others, the scar-faced man went alone to a parked van. A slick-haired man stepped out. Together, they pulled out a sack with someone inside. Muffled sounds leaking through, the mouth clearly gagged. They hoisted the sack, preparing to move it. Bai Peng panicked and whispered that they should go straight to the police. Jiang Shan instead stepped forward and shouted, "Police, don't move." Bai Peng froze on the spot. The scar-faced man and the slick-haired man both jumped. They hadn't expected cops. But the scar-faced man quickly realized something was off. These were the same 2 guys from earlier. He snapped, "Why won't you 2 just disappear?" The slick-haired man pulled out a knife. Seeing us coming in hard, the scar-faced man muttered nervously, "Should we run? They took down old streets, 4 dragons today. We can't beat them." The slick-haired man didn't buy it and stabbed straight at Jiang Shan. Jiang Shan caught him in a single grab. Then Jiang Shan swung back with a punch. The man flew several meters. At the same time, Bai Peng set a hand on the scar-faced man's shoulder. "You thinking about slipping away?" After dropping him, Bai Peng untied the sack. Jiang Shan froze. Inside was Yang Tianli. Tears streaked down his face. He looked wronged, his mouth sealed with tape. Jiang Shan brought him to the police station. Director Dong Li looked at Yang Tianli and said, after his dad went in, their home was seized, and then he got expelled from school. From a pampered young master to living on the streets, and tonight, he was almost taken. Bad luck on top of bad luck. Then Dong Li lowered his voice to Jiang Shan. "Interrogation's done. Those Scarface guys were just paid low-level runners. They only deliver the cargo to Yongfeng warehouse out in the suburbs. That's all they know." Jiang Shan knew that warehouse belonged to the Chun family. Staring at the warehouse's location on the map, Jiang Shan connected the dots immediately. So that was it. Using pre-demolition chaos and outdated infrastructure as cover to build a hidden transport route. Jiang Shan turned to Dong Li. "Director Dong, if we already know the warehouse zone is shady, why can't we apply for a search warrant?" Dong Li wiped his sweat awkwardly. Someone from above sent word. Anything involving the Chen family needs to be handled carefully. Hearing that, Jiangshan studied Dongli, unable to tell whether powerful figures were truly backing the Chen family, or if this seasoned official simply didn't dare offend anyone. So Jiangshan laid out his pitch. Director Dong, you made a solid cut from the first round of old city demolitions, didn't you? But think bigger. If the Chen family stays out, there's far more money coming in future demolitions. The condition is simple. The cake has to be cut by us. Right now, the blade blocking our path is the Chen family. Are you really satisfied with scraps? Director Dong, have you never wanted to go all in just once? Dong Li clenched his fists. For the cake, for justice, and for the missing residents, I, Dong Li, will not shield evil. I'll take the pressure from above. Jiangshan flashed a crooked smile. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. He immediately had Dong Li issue an official document authorizing cooperation with the police investigation. With the paperwork secured, Jiangshan led his team to the warehouse. They found surveillance cameras covering nearly every angle, with guards constantly on duty. A direct approach was impossible. Jiangshan pulled out the map he had copied from Dong Li, studied it carefully, and began assigning roles. One section of the power grid ran close to a large tree. Its branches extended inside, creating a blind spot in the cameras. Team A infiltrated from that side, tasked with cutting the backup power and part of the surveillance lines. Peng will take the drainage system. There's a grate, but it's badly rusted. The two teams split up. Jiangshan and Bai Peng reached the drainage outlet. Bai Peng clipped the chain lock with bolt cutters. The passage was dark and damp. Not far in, they heard movement above. Jiangshan and Bai Peng quietly climbed up through the passage. Two thugs were slacking off. The moment they turned their backs, the two rushed forward. In a flash, both men were knocked unconscious. Jiangshan pushed open the door. What he saw made his pupils jolt. Rows of iron doors stood inside, each holding a person. On the other side, a doctor was examining a man's body. Bai Peng asked grimly, "This is messed up, locking so many people in here. What is the Chun family trying to do? Run a camp or traffic people?" Jiangshan stated calmly that this wasn't ordinary human trafficking. This is matching. Bai Peng didn't understand what matching meant. Jiangshan explained, organ transplants. The Chen family is in the organ trade. Everyone in here is livestock waiting for slaughter. Bai Peng exploded with rage. Those animals, doing something this inhuman. Jiangshan, let's get them out right now. But Jiangshan stopped him. Before rescuing anyone, Jiangshan took out his phone and snapped several photos as evidence. Then he signaled Bai Peng to move. Bai Peng kicked the wooden door open, while Jiangshan charged him first. Two lab-coated men inside panicked. "Intruders!" Several thugs shouted. "Who the hell are you? You got a death wish. Protect the data. We'll deal with them." Seeing this, Jiangshan said quietly to Bai Peng, "Restrain everyone in lab coats. Preserve the evidence." As Bai Peng reached for the files, a thug tried to ambush him from behind. Bai Peng reacted instantly, spinning around and kicking the attacker to the ground. Then Bai Peng saw a lab-coated man feeding piles of documents into a shredder and shouted, "Jiangshan, they're destroying the evidence." Meanwhile, more and more thugs swarmed in like cockroaches. Jiangshan shouted, "Hold them off. I'll get the files." The people locked inside the cages realized they were being rescued and cried out desperately for help. While fighting off the attackers, Jiangshan clenched his teeth and changed course. "Forget the files for now. Saving lives comes first. Get everyone out." An hour later, all hostages were safely transferred to the police station. Jiangshan handed a hard drive to Dong Li. This contains the warehouse's first-hand evidence. The detention site, the medical procedures, and footage of them rushing to destroy documents. Dong Li stared at the hard drive and let out a heavy sigh. "Kid, you really punched a hole in the sky this time. The Chen family won't let this go." Jiangshan sneered. "What, getting cold feet again?" Dong Li slammed the table and roared. "I'm cautious, not cowardly. At this point, what's there to be afraid of? The arrow's already on the string. Whether we make the Chun family bleed depends on this one move." The next day, news of a human warehouse discovered in Jiang City exploded across national headlines. Panic spread through the old city district, with hardly anyone daring to go out at night. Dong Li was surrounded by reporters. Facing the cameras, he declared solemnly, "The Municipal Bureau has formed a special task force under my direct supervision. We will conduct a thorough investigation into all related companies and individuals. No one will be spared." Reporters pushed forward with microphones. "We've heard this case involves the Chun family. Do you have anything to say?" Dong Li replied solemnly, All I can say is this. No matter who's standing behind it, we will bring them to justice, because we represent justice itself. At the same time, Chunyu was on the phone, trying to pull strings to suppress the fallout. After hanging up, he cast an icy glance at Chen Jinhua. Now this part's on you. The warehouse got raided, the entertainment complex got shut down. You've been a very competent watchdog. Chen Jinhua, do you have any idea how much money we lost this time? All because you got bugged. My dog, bringing people to rob my own house. Chen Jinhua panicked and begged. Young Master Chun, please give me one more chance. Chen Yu sighed. Forget it. Even a dog grows on you after you keep it long enough. I'm in a bad mood. Walk with me by the river. You lot. Clean up Tiger Lord. Make it quick and tidy. And replace the carpet. It's filthy. Shortly after, by the shore, a group of men in black stuffed Chen Jinhua into an oil drum. The drum was then dumped straight into the sea. Once it was done, a bodyguard reported, Young Master Chun, it's all taken care of. Chen Yu nodded and told the driver to head back. Inside the car, an aide handed him a tablet. Sir, take a look. This was captured by the warehouse's internal cameras. Staring at the figure on screen, Chen Yu asked, What's this guy's name again? The aide replied, Jiang Shan. He owns a security company and has ties with the police. The warehouse raid was carried out by that company. As soon as he heard that, Chen Yu burst into manic laughter. Interesting. I thought he was just a pawn, didn't expect to trip over him. Jiang Shan, whether you're a hot-headed rookie or someone else's chess piece, your road ends here. If you want to wrestle with the Chun family, I'll make you pay. After returning home, Chen Yu immediately made another call. Find me the best cleaner. No matter the cost. Take care of Jiang Shan. Before he could finish, the voice on the other end cut in coldly. Chen Yu, have you had enough? The family is extremely dissatisfied with this incident. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused us? The family council has decided to move you down 2 spots in the line of succession and cut your available resources in half. Chen Yu clenched his teeth. Third uncle, this isn't fair. I was just. The voice snapped back, enough. Keep your head down and ride this out. Make one more reckless move, and you'll be kneeling in the ancestral hall. Staring at the ended call, Chen Yu slammed his phone onto the floor, cursing, those old fossils. Kneel in the ancestral hall? Do they think I'm useless? Jiang Shan, thanks to you, I'm trash now. Just wait. I'll destroy you slowly. The scene shifted back to school, where Jiang Shan's academic progress was steadily improving. Lin, she praised him, running a company and keeping up with school, and you still made the top 10 on midterms. That's impressive. Jiang Shan replied confidently. Didn't take much effort. Pure brain power. Lin, she kicked him lightly. Heartless. That's thanks to my tutoring. The sight irritated her devoted admirer. He stepped forward immediately. Jiang Shan, your accumulated absences this term meet the disciplinary threshold. The student council has decided to issue you a formal warning and public notice. Lin, she quickly stepped in front of Jiang Shan. Chairman Zhou, Jiang Shan's situation is special. Zhou Kai cut her off. Special cases must be filed with the student council in advance. No one stands above school regulations. Lin, she tried to continue, but Jiang Shan raised a hand and pulled her behind him. He looked at Zhou Kai with a provocative smile. So, Zhou Kai replied, so next Monday, after the flag-raising ceremony, you'll make a public self-criticism before the entire school. Otherwise, we'll recommend severe penalties to the Academic Affairs Office, possibly affecting your graduation. Students began whispering. Is that even within the student council's authority? Jiang Shan knew the absences were just an excuse. After confirming it was a unilateral decision, Jiang Shan leaned in and warned softly. Chairman Zhou, even picking a fight requires knowing your target. Didn't whoever backs you tell you some people are untouchable? Zhou Kai clenched his teeth. Are you threatening me? As tensions flared, Lin, she hurried to intervene. She pulled Jiang Shan away from the scene. Seeing this, Zhou Kai completely lost his temper. He immediately went to his uncle, the school's department director, and filed a complaint against Jiang Shan. However, his uncle spoke earnestly, telling him that the situation still needed further investigation and that he couldn't rely on a one-sided account. Zhou Kai, he said, when dealing with students, you need tact. Jiang Shan's case is special. The principal and the board have personally stepped in and asked that he be given special consideration. You understand what that means, right? He sighed. Do you really think a department director like me can do whatever I want? The board members and the principal. I can't afford to offend any of them. As your uncle, take my advice. Don't provoke Jiang Shan. The Yang Tianli family was powerful enough, wasn't it? You know how that ended. Zhou Kai clenched his fists and shouted. But uncle, today Before he could finish, his uncle cut him off. That's enough. Calm down. This ends here. But Zhou Kai made up his mind in silence. Damn it, if he didn't deal with Jiang Shan this time, the guy would only grow more arrogant. He refused to let it slide. Unable to vent his anger, Zhou Kai went to a bar to drown his frustration. Who the hell does he think he is? When have I ever been humiliated like this? A blonde girl wrapped her arms around him, trying to comfort him. Who dared to upset our young master Zhou? Forget about it. Come on, have a drink with me. Tomorrow you won't remember a thing. Zhou Kai shoved her away, snapping, "Get lost. Who do you think you are? What gives you the right to act tough in front of me? You think you're worthy of clinking glasses with me?" By now, Zhou Kai was clearly drunk and barely lucid, muttering through gritted teeth, "I see your ugly face clearly. Jiang Shan, I hate you." Unfortunately for him, Chenyu happened to witness the entire scene. After learning what had led up to it, Chenyu promptly extended an invitation to Zhou Kai. Soon, the two secretly worked out a plan together. The next day in class, the teacher introduced a new transfer student, and that student was Chenyu. He had changed his name to Yu Chun and transferred directly into Jiang Shan's class. Jiang Shan recognized him instantly. No matter what disguise he wore, there was no way he could fool him. What the hell was he doing here? The truth was, the night before, Chenyu had already come up with what he proudly called the Destroy Jiang Shan plan. First, he would pretend to befriend Jiang Shan, become his good friend, and figure out all of his weaknesses. Then, he would slowly torment him, leaving him confused and miserable. Just imagining it made Chenyu burst into maniacal laughter. Despair, Jiang Shan, watching you struggle like a clown, I can't wait for it. The laughter sent chills down the spines of the nearby security guards, who began to wonder if the young master had finally cracked under pressure. The next day, during PE class, Chenyu decided it was time to put his plan into action. According to his intel, Jiang Shan had a strong sense of justice, so this was the perfect angle. When the teacher blew the whistle, the entire class started running toward the field. Chenyu deliberately slipped and collapsed to the ground. At the same time, he shouted, "I'm falling. Jiang Shan, help me." Jiang Shan didn't even glance at him and ran straight past. Chenyu froze, completely baffled, assuming Jiang Shan hadn't heard him. But then it struck him he'd shouted loud enough for everyone to hear. Just then, the PE teacher hurried over. "You Chenyu fell? I'll take you to the infirmary. That fall looked dramatic. Must be an injury. Come on, I'll help you up." Exposed on the spot, Chenyu's face darkened. "No need." The teacher ignored him and scooped him up in a bridal carry. "How could I ignore this? Safety first. That's my teaching philosophy." Yu Chen panicked. "Put me down." The teacher replied calmly, "Don't worry. I've got a solid background in weightlifting. Class monitor, keep an eye on things. I'll be right back." The moment he left, the students erupted. "Damn, looks tough but can't take a fall. He tripped on flat ground. Something wrong with his brain?" Jiang Shan was utterly speechless. Was Chenyu really this childish at his age? Or was he deliberately playing dumb to lower his guard? In the afternoon lab session, Chenyu finally found another chance to approach him. Jiang Shan, I didn't quite understand the lesson earlier. Could you help me? Let's be partners." Before Jiang Shan could respond, Deng Jie cut in. "Nope. New guy. Do you understand how this works? Jiang Shan's already my partner. Shouldn't you try to keep playing the pitiful act?" Deng Jie shut him down again. "Listen carefully. Jiang Shan's top lackey can only be me, Deng Jie. Don't even think about stealing my spot." Chenyu's face turned pitch black as he cursed internally. Shameless bootlicker. What gave him the right to act so arrogant? On the surface, though, he forced a polite smile. "All right then. Sorry for bothering you." Seeing him back off, Deng Jie said, "Let's keep going, Jiang Shan. Ignore him. If this guy trips again and breaks an ammonia bottle, we're screwed." Chenyu's veins bulged. Tripping was part of my plan. "So there's another obstacle now." Deng Jie, was it? "Idiot. Congratulations, you're officially on my kill list."